do Napoli have the perfect team right now? So, in the previous video, I was talking about Italian football, the rise of Italian football in Serie A. Is it getting better? Italian national team is still nowhere to be seen, really. But in terms of the Serie A, it's getting better and better. And one of the teams that has really come out in the last couple of years that's just got better and better, in my opinion, is Napoli. They've won the Serie A last season. They won it a couple of seasons ago as well. So twice in 3 years, probably one of the best teams. Right, they're doing really well in the Champions League last season, so they had a good run in there as well. You would have thought, actually, at one stage they were the best team, and it was between them and PSG to see, okay, which of the teams that are progressing nicely through the Champions League, and Napoli were right up there until they got beat, I believe, in the semi-finals by Inter Milan, right? But what a great final it would have been between PSG and Napoli. I'm not sure it would have been a 5-0 drub in there. But then you get superstars coming out of that team. And one of the biggest stars to emerge, a Manchester United reject, was Scott McTominay. And, I believe he got player of the season for Napoli. I think he got player of the season in the Serie A as well. Fantastic. You got other players that have gone over to Italy, joined Roma, for example, had great seasons. Lots of players that that were stalwarts in the English Premier League have gone to Italian clubs over the last couple of years, 2-3 years, and they're doing reasonably well. They're doing very well, in fact. Now you get, the managers going back to Italy. Antonio Conte, case in point here, for Napoli. And he gives them something extra. And he gives them something that you think, wow, yeah. And they're good to watch. They're good to watch. And they've been playing that kind of football the last few years. And I talked about it in the previous video in terms of Serie A football in general. It's more entertaining to watch. You're playing on the front foot. And you take the likes of Napoli, yeah, they're playing on the front foot. And it's great. It's great to see. So you got the likes of McTominay going over there and a few other players that are going over there and being successful. Then this season, in the summer, guess what? Conte and Napoli go out and buy even more decent players. And guess what they come from? They come from the English Premier League. And maybe they are washed up has-beens, according to some people. Kevin De Bruyne, one of the best players you could possibly ever have on a football field. Maybe he can't keep up with the pace of the English Premier League. Who knows? Maybe it's just a Pep Guardiola thing, who seems to be faltering a little bit in Manchester City. I know they got the win on the weekend against Manchester United, but overall it hasn't been a glorious start to this campaign for them. But he goes to Napoli and he's an instant success. He's got a couple of goals in 3 games, whatever it is. Højlund left, couldn't get a goal, couldn't buy a goal in Manchester United. He goes there, first game, he scores a goal. He has a couple of other shots on target and then he scores a goal as well. He could have had 2 or 3. Now, okay, it's only 1 game for him. Who knows? He could be a total disaster there as well. But the point is, Conte is going out there, coming back to the Premier League where he had some success, obviously a lot of success at Chelsea, and then, not as much success at Tottenham. But he's come back and he's cherry picking those players that teams over here think, we don't want anymore. And he's thinking, no, bring you to Italy, you'd be a massive success. And if you know anything about Italian football, especially clubs like Napoli, a one-club city is like a religion, just like Newcastle, for example, right? Religion. And the fans, if you play for them, especially if you're successful, you are treated like a god. Scott McTominay in Napoli, for Napoli fans, will never have to do anything again in Naples. It'll just be wherever he goes for the rest of his life, he's just going to be held up like this. And all the players are treated that way. So you got Højlund and De Bruyne, for example, just to name but 2 that have gone there, that have improved the side, that have improved the quality of Napoli. And their squad depth is so much better now than it was even last year. And even certainly the last time was here 3 years ago, or 2.5 years, 3 years ago. So if you look at that, you look at what they've done, and then you wonder, how good can Napoli be? considering what I said in the previous video in terms of Italian Serie A football, how much it's come up, how much more competitive it is, then you wonder, okay, Napoli Champions League this year, are they a real contender for the trophy? You know, it's too early to tell. We don't know. But I think Conte has definitely brought in quality players who have hit the ground running in Serie A, and they could be the right kind of quality that will see them go far in the Champions League. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Obviously about Italian football in general. Serie A, what do you think of Napoli this season? And the rest of the Italian sides, what do you think of the quality of their football? But for me, Juventus has started well, but I think Conte has seen that Napoli, I'm not saying they were lucky to win their title last season, but a lot of their success in winning it was also at the failure of Inter Milan. And I think he wants to make sure that he's got players in there that can win it convincingly. And I think he's just done it. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what I do here, keep on watching the videos, and I'll catch you again. Bye now.